Hey guys, what's up? A ton of COD 2020 related info was just dropped, including how Warzone Zombies is going to work, and confirmation of some of the changes that are coming to Warzone. All that's coming up in a bit, but please be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. I'm trying to get to about 2,000 subs right now, but without further ado, let's get into it. So, as you may have seen, Pawn Takes Pawn got an update, and now it shows the other side of the desk that you saw on the original site. That computer off in the corner, you only got to see a glimpse of, you now get to see the whole thing, and if you click on it, you can start to play ZORK. If you don't know what ZORK is, it was an old DOS game where you wanted an adventure like an interactive book, but everything was typing and you could move in a certain direction by typing it in, and then the computer would reply with what happened. Very classic game. There was also an Easter egg in the original Black Ops where if you got out of your chair in the main menu and walked around to the back of the room, you could type ZORK into the computer and you could play the game on there as well. So obviously this is paying homage to Black Ops 1, but if you play it on Pawn Takes Pawn, you can get all these achievements as you go on. Once you beat it, you can access this paper reading. It's pitch black, just like the operations that happen in secret every day, in every corner of the world. Forces compete and collude, the line blurred between enemy and ally. Good job on making it out of the dungeon alive, more to come. And after playing through the game, if you make a profile, you can put your address, and the next step of this huge Easter egg will be sent to your door. I beat it, and let me tell you, it takes a minute, but it's such a cool game. Darling JD has a great video walking through it, and I'll have the link to that in the description. But I'm sure there's probably going to be a lot of hints and Easter eggs that people still haven't found, and there still needs to be digging involved through the game in whatever direction they can dig to see what they can find. But next, we have this teaser from Activision. I'll go ahead and let you take a look.
Every game has champions. No heroes that draw into battle, that fight for glory. We watch and we cheer. We choose sides and pledge our allegiance. What happens when the loyalty is betrayed? What if nothing is quite what it seems? That everything you think you know is just a game. A game of wars and lies, cover-ups and disinformation. Secret operations that never took place. Federal pawns grind away their simulation. But every system has its weakness. Join me. It's time to learn the truth.
Okay, as you can see, we got this dude in the hood, and he's in a room that you guys are looking at on Pawn Takes Pawn. He's going through the spiel of don't trust your government, everything's a lie, there's a bunch of propaganda shaping your view, everything you know is twisted or wrong, and he kind of looks like the black market dealer from Black Ops 3 and 4, which kind of has a lot of people worried. But don't worry, loot crates, they're not making a return. The unlock system for items will be similar to Modern Warfare. But up next, we have this image here taken from the recent trailer for Warzone. And off in the corner, you can see the shaded area. It's actually steps that lead down into the ground. This is not in Warzone as of late. This was spotted by a guy named Mind Scrambler. Shout out to him. But this means we will in fact be able to go down into the ground around the stadium and possibly find another bunker or just a whole underground area as an openly accessible part of the map. This edition should be coming soon along with others, so go ahead and prepare for another long 100 gig update. Up next, we have the beta dates. So as you saw in my last video, the beta date was leaked as 19 October, but fans were still wondering if that was the early date or the later date. But it's now confirmed the early access date for the beta is October 8th via the Black Ops Cold War advertisement through the Call of Duty World War II interface. So we got a month and a week to wait, which is going to feel like forever, but also the multiplayer reveal is on the 9th of September, so get pumped, just 9 more days. Next, let's talk about Warzone Zombies. We now have details on the rules of the game and how it will play out. This audio was recently found in the game files of Warzone in a similar fashion to how they found the audio files with the numbers and of Frank Wood's voice about a month back. So I'm going to go ahead and let you take a listen.
Affected by the gas. Caution, zombies are immune to the gas. Be careful, zombies are more powerful in the gas. Kill them all. Defend the chopper. Final stand, stay alive. The chopper is down, fight your way out. Extraction failed, fight for your life. Extract failed, fight for your life. Consume enough remains to respawn as a human. You'll become zombie if you die. A member of your team has to be human for extraction.
As you can hear, it's still a battle royale. Helicopters come in to pick you guys up periodically. You get turned if you get attacked by a zombie, and the only way to turn back into a human is to eat other players that are still human. And then you'll parachute back in as a human. I'm sure this will play out in a similar fashion to zombie infected mode from Black Ops 2. but just on a battle royale scale. The goal being, of course, to hop on one of the helicopters and escape. This game mode sounds like it's going to be hectic as balls, and considering how it was found in a similar fashion as Frank Wood's audio files, and then Frank Woods appeared about a month later, I believe we have about a month before the zombies mode drops, which obviously means it'll probably drop around when the early access beta drops or slightly earlier. This can also be when we can plan to expect a full zombie reveal and more changes to appear in Warzone's map, including that stairwell I mentioned earlier in the video, as well as the lighthouse tease in the background of the land, sea, and air pack. When that all drops and the map expands, we'll be able to drive boats as well, which is pretty freaking dope, but next month we'll have huge changes regarding Warzone. We also don't know if this will be the only zombies mode for Warzone. This is just the only one we have any information on so far. Last bit of information that is really huge has to do with the campaign. Now, my last video I went over the timeline of the current Call of Duty universe that bridges Black Ops to Modern Warfare 2019. Black Ops Cold War is going to cut off Black Ops 2 and so on. The Call of Duty campaigns that will take place in the year 2025 will obviously be the Modern Warfare campaigns. But I mentioned in my last video how Black Ops Declassified for the PlayStation Vita could possibly be canon, or at least partially canon. I mentioned similarities with missions, locations inside Ops Declassified and leaked missions from Black Ops Cold War, basically showing even if Black Ops Declassified isn't technically canon, they are most likely pulling some of the missions or events or parts of the story from Declassified to be a part of Black Ops Cold War's campaign. But further evidence is what Activision posted today on Activision's website. They have this page. It basically recaps the story of Black Ops 1, explaining who Alex Mason and Frank Woods are, then drops the setup for Black Ops Cold War and says, fast forward to January 8th, 1981. Mason received an unexpected phone call from Hudson, who wants to get the old team back together. If Mason will return as a CIA operative, he's immediately to report to Amsterdam to rendezvous with his former partner Sergeant Frank Woods, along with the mysterious operative Russell Adler. As it turns out, a covert operation to end the Iranian hostage crisis would end up revealing a far greater threat. But I noticed on the link to this page it says declassified and then has this signature underneath. That's not just any signature. That signature belongs to Ryan Jackson, who was the CIA operative specifically tasked with reviewing the records and inquiries of Frank Woods and Mason's black operations in the campaign of Black Ops Declassified. And the fact that they put his signature right under the word declassified seems like they're hinting to the fact that some of the game is probably still canon. If you want to watch my video going over the complete timeline of the current Call of Duty universe, and which games are still canon and which are not, I'll have the link to that in the description. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please smash that like and subscribe. If you want me to cover anything else, please comment down below. Keep the conversation going, and I will catch you guys next time.